What is up, guys? This is Jason from Coohom. Today I'm going to show you how to make Cove lighting behind the mirror. And also I would like to thank you one of our power users whose name is Muhammad Hariyanto to give me tips and inspirations for making this tutorial video. So let's get to it. How did you make that? First, we need to create a project. Go to new project. Okay. I'm going to use one of the bathroom template, so we don't have to rebuild everything. Let's go here. All right. Once we're in the view, let's go to 3D view by clicking keyboard 3. Zoom in or use WSAD. Let's delete this mirror. And let's create a mirror here on the wall. Click the wall editor. And this is where you can build any geometry shapes, not just mirrors. First, click on the circle and draw a circle, let's say 600 in radius. And you can see there's an option to choose as a light strip or not. And now you can also select if you want to indented Cove lighting or external expansion Cove lighting. The wording might be a little confusing. So here we can also ignore this. Let's just escape out. Click on the surface and set extrusion. Meanwhile, I will remind you guys, there is a 3D view window that we can easily check out the views here. So see if I set extrusion rate about, let's say that's 40. So you see the thickness here. So once I click on the edge, you'll see there's an option where I can choose the sections. Let's say we want to indent a light belt. And let's take a look. You can see Coohom created this indented in-cell Cove lighting. And then basically this is showing a section of the indent. If I click on exterior expansion, it's going to actually expand. Let's go back to the view, and to this one we don't need to really add another layer to our mirror. So let's choose the indent option. Then we can do the same thing for the second half, the bottom half of the mirror. Let's select the indented belt. One more thing is, once we select this, you can see Coohom already added layers, which you can't really tell here, but let's click into it and go to section edit. This is where you see the light source, and this is where you can add the corner lines with a different molding. The key point is you can adjust the thickness. See, this is the thickness of the geometry. And you can definitely expand this to stretch out to be more, say 160. And you can see there's more light leaking towards the edge of the mirror. And then when you hit down, and this is the kind of lighting drop, you can see this has already been updated. And the same thing editing for this one, 160. So essentially this is the surface of the mirror. And then the Cove lighting this is the light source behind the mirror. And this is kind of the openings you're creating for the lights. Right. Select OK. One thing I do want to notice here is once you click on the edge, you'll be also able to adjust the brightness level. Let's change it to up a little bit so it's more obvious in our render. Let's change it to 500. You can also change the lighting color to yellow. This is all we need to create this model. Hit save. And let's exit. Let's go to render view and see what this looks like. Let's do HD render, and let's set that ambient lighting setting to be indoor. Hit OK. Alright, let's take a look at that. So see, you already can see the Cove lighting detail from behind. Let's go to the next step. How do we change the finish to a mirror, which is super simple. And change the material to a real mirror. Alright, here you go. So the trick here is there's one material you can just simply search mirror, making sure you are favoriting this material. It's called silver mirror PWMB0021. Drag it on top of the finish. This texture is telling you got it right. This is the perfect reflection mirror the material that you're looking for. And then for here, we can also do some fun things. We can up the lighting effect a little bit. There's a lot more like stuff you can do with the wall editors, which we'll actually get into later, but this video is really trying to spark your interest in it. Let's actually, once we finish the change, let's hit save. And let's go back to our view. Let's go to render again. So another thing that you also want to make sure is you have the specular reflection turned on. What it does is it gives you a true mirror reflection that you needed. And then let's hit render. Let's see. There you go. You got a perfect mirror looking at backwards and got all the reflection details in here. And then you have the Cove lighting behind it. Let's take a look at the nighttime view. There you go.